Hey top 10 money fans, are you thinking about buying a house but wondering if now is the right time? Well, buckle up because we've got some answers for you. With house prices on a roller coaster ride, it's hard to know whether to jump in or wait it out. But don't worry, we're here to help you make an informed decision. We'll start by taking a look at what's happening to house prices. Are they on the rise or are they falling? It depends on who you ask. Some reports say prices are dropping while others say they're barely moving. Confusing. And what about the rumors of a housing market crash in 2023? Should you be worried? We'll also talk about the best time of year to buy a house and the impact of rising interest rates and falling mortgage rates. So if you're ready to take the leap into homeownership, don't miss this video. Let's dive into the housing market and find out if now is the good time to buy a house. 1. What's happening to house prices? House prices have climbed over the past year, but with rising mortgage rates and the cost of living crisis affecting household budgets, growth has slowed or fallen. The number of new property sales declined by 28% in the year to December 2022, and demand for homes have but recovered slightly in January 2023 after a dip in mortgage rates. However, sellers have had to offer discounts averaging 3 to 4% to reach a sale. Rural house prices suffered the most, reversing the pandemic surge in demand for country homes. Latest figures vary from different sources. Halifax says that house prices in January remained unchanged. Nationwide shows it decreased by 0.6%. Rightmove.com also reported an increased by 0.9%. And the Office of National Statistics ONS had a 10.3% jump in the year to November 2022 but a 0.3% fall from the previous month of January 2023. The decrease in house prices is due to the squeeze on household finances from rising mortgage rates and the cost of living crisis. The Bank of England's base rate was raised to 4% on the 2nd of February, the highest since 2008 and possibly reaching 4.75% next year. This makes it more expensive to borrow, affecting the affordability of mortgages. The Office of Budget Responsibility predicts a 9% fall in house prices over the next 2 years. The decline in mortgage approvals and increase in mortgage rates due to the cost of living crisis have contributed to the falling prices. Before the fall, house prices were positively thriving due to pent-up demand, desire for more space and rural living, low mortgage rates, and the stamp duty holiday which sadly ended in October 2021. Despite affordability remaining better for those with a large deposit, it is challenging for first-time buyers who often have small down payments. 2. Will house prices crash in 2023? Data suggests a decline in house prices is expected to persist in 2023. Key factors contributing to this trend include increased interest rates since end of 2021, making mortgage loans more expensive and affecting housing market demand. Bank of England's warning to increase interest rates further to control inflation after the government's mini-budget in September. Reduction in mortgage deals from lenders after the mini-budget, reducing home loan availability. Cost of living crisis with rising inflation and overstretched budgets making it harder for people to save for home purchases. Possibility of people struggling to make mortgage payments due to rising costs, leading to increased supply and declining demand in the housing market. Rapid increase in house prices in 2021, leading to a correction if interest rates continue to rise and cheap mortgage deals become rare. Latest house price predictions indicate the impact of rising interest rates, making it more expensive to borrow and harder to find affordable mortgage deals, leading to a potential house price correction. 3. Should I buy a house now or wait? Buyer demand is declining due to increased interest rates and more expensive borrowing costs. Despite the potential to save money on the purchase price of a house, rising mortgage costs may offset any saving. Due to a prolonged recession and a decrease in sellers, the housing market is slowing down. Homeowners are also delaying their next move because of financial concerns and a shortage of available property. There is a possibility of a drop in house prices over the next 2 years, which could result in negative equity. Whether to buy or wait will depend on personal circumstances and whether you would be able to keep up with mortgage repayments. It's worth considering if you plan to live in the property for a while, as prices may not recover in the short term if it's being treated as an investment. 4. First-time home buyer dilemma, buy or delay. If you're a first-time home buyer considering purchasing a home, but concerned about the current mortgage rates and housing prices, it's important to weigh the pros and cons. Pros of delaying the purchase. Rising mortgage rates may continue and increase your estimated monthly repayments by the time you find a property and apply for a mortgage. The current consensus predicts a drop in housing prices over the next 2 years, putting you at risk of decreased property value. If you only put down a small deposit, a decrease in housing prices could lead to negative equity. By waiting, you may potentially require a smaller mortgage loan and a lower minimum deposit from the lender. Living with family could provide the opportunity to save a larger deposit, increasing your home equity and eligibility for a better mortgage deal. Cons of delaying the purchase. Owning a home eliminates the fear of rent hikes or eviction from your landlord. By paying off your own mortgage, you're not contributing to someone else's. Predictions of housing prices can be uncertain, and you may end up waiting for a long time for prices to hit rock bottom. Delaying could result in missing out on the chance to secure a cheaper mortgage. If you plan to stay in your home for at least 3 years, you can potentially ride out the suspected downturn in housing prices. A large deposit reduces the risk of ending up in negative equity. Now could be a good time to look for a bargain, as sellers may be motivated to make a quick sale before interest rates peak. What interest rates will I pay? Interest rates for a mortgage depend on several factors, such as the size of the deposit, credit score, type of loan, and length of the mortgage deal. To get the best mortgage deals, it's recommended to save up a larger deposit. How to find the best mortgage for you. When choosing a mortgage, you can choose between fixed rate and variable rate loans. Fixed rate loans have a fixed monthly repayment, while variable rate loans may change if interest rates rise or fall. It may be helpful to speak to a financial advisor when looking for a mortgage. 6. What time of year is the best time to buy a house and the worst? Spring, especially March, is a good time to buy a house as there are more homes on the market and more house hunters. People are often keen to complete a purchase before heading off on summer holidays, and listings or buying opportunities pick up again in September and October. The worst times to buy or sell a house tend to be August and December, as there are fewer homes available for purchase during these months. 7. Fees when buying a house. When buying a house, it's important to keep in mind other fees like legal fees, banking fees for transferring your deposit, and stamp duty. And if you use a mortgage broker, you may have to pay a fee for their service. So, whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're looking to make a move, there are many factors to consider when it comes to buying a house in the UK. From understanding the current state of the housing market to getting the best mortgage deal for you, it's important to do your research and stay informed. In conclusion, with the peak in mortgage rates and the potential changes in the housing market, now is a good time to start thinking about buying a house. But don't forget to consider the costs of buying a house and make sure you can afford the monthly repayments before you make a commitment. Please remember, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative and helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and we'll be happy to answer. Until next time, take care.